Browns beat the Steelers.
This is a
That is
weird
true.
world we're living in right
I
now.
think it's a great world.
It is a great world. It's just, I did not foresee such a thing.
First time they've been to the
To-
playoffs in 18 years.
to
First time
ever
they've won a playoff game in like 24.
Yep. Kind of the same thing with the Bills.
Yeah, I forgot
Except
about
the Bills
that.
actually look really impressive. The Browns were
Yeah.
like, they probably got a shot, but still, you didn't
Yeah.
see them going up 28-0 at the half,
Quarter.
the quarter. Oh right, the Steelers scored.
That's just, yeah.
Yeah,
The Bills look.
really good.
I had a feeling that they were going to be good this year, just because like last year they did really well in the playoffs as well. Yeah, they lost to the Titans, but Titans also did well. So it's a good
Yeah.
year. Good year for the North.
Not so good for
Yeah.
the East.
No,
Ooh, yikes!
not at all.
The poor Washington football team. They got to the playoffs with a
There's-
losing record.
Yeah.
And they almost beat the Bucks. Well, not really almost.
They
but
put up a good fight for like a quarter and a half.
yeah,
Yeah.
they tried.
And then Tom Brady was like, all right, fine, I'll start trying.
Yeah.
He's got to get his 7th ring.
First, he's got to
With a
beat Drew
Different team.
Brees. The 64-year-old fights the 63-year-old.
It's going to be incredible.
Drew Brees looks old.
It's just, yeah.
Like, he moves well enough for how old he is, but he doesn't move that well.
That's why they have the young buck Taysom Hill
Yeah.
just ready in the waiting.
I do appreciate how Taysom Hill, he sets back to pass in the exact same way Drew Brees is. If you watch it side by
yeah.
side, it's like, oh my God, it's
That's
a
where he
carbon
learned
copy. Yeah, but did
Yeah.
you see the Packers drafted a quarterback and then Aaron Rodgers was like, nah, I'm not done yet. And then he played really well.
Yeah.
Or at least that's the theory.
Well,
He has played pretty well.
You know, MVP material. Nothing to boast about.
welcome back to NRC Sports Edition.
Yep.
Hope you enjoy our
fun.
NFL commentary.
I think Green Bay can make it.
I'll have to update this video before Saturday, so it's still like timely.
What time is the game this Saturday?
Packers
3
are in the
something?
afternoon.
Okay.
It's like 1 o'clock or something,
All right.
I think. Curtis, you'd know more than I.
Packers have the later afternoon game, I think.
They do?
3
I thought they
something.
were earlier. Oh, well. I was wrong.
That'll work out
I
well.
don't know.
I have to head to our uncle's house. He apparently needs me to go there to get something.
Good luck.
Get something.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Actually, both uncles. Well, two. Two of the 3.
I will be hiding far
Yeah.
away
Have fun.
where they can't find us.
He. Speaking of that, I am replaying Mass Effect.
Before the remastered edition comes out,
I want to be ready.
you want to be ready
Oh,
to
jeez.
play it and then immediately replay it.
Yes.
Okay. Curtis, are you ready for the remaster?
Don't care.
But Curtis, you have to play it so we can talk about it.
Yes.
Which means I'm going to have to buy you the remaster edition, and then you'll still have to fix the disc drive. Because I'm not
Yeah.
buying you digital. I'm too
Fair,
stubborn.
Fair. You guys hit record, right?
Yeah.
He should have.
Oh, no. Shoot.
What's oh no? Shoot.
I tore my pants.
Oh.
Great segue.
Oh my God, it's so perfect. Oh,
I was
no.
planning that one.
Man, DS9, I forgot how it played comedy and serious matter together so well.
Side by side.
It was just, man,
ahead of its time, really.
it was.
Yes. Yes.
We are venturing back into the Dark Trek territory
Dark
in
Trek.
this episode.
I don't know. It was pretty bright out there.
Yeah.
Ha. But they were in a cave for some of it.
This
Some
is
of
also
it.
true.
Not very long, all things considered. They were outside a lot
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
scorching heat, where you could see the Jem'Hadar makeup literally melting on their foreheads.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Those poor extras.
Well, they did it
Hmm.
all in the
Huh?
They did it to put on a good episode.
Yes. A great episode.
Mm-hmm.
Came out October 1997. October, I forget what day exactly.
Hey, I would have just been born.
Hey, nice. I was reading it. This was on a. Well, it's a part of the 6-episode arc, starting with the beginning of season 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I was also reading someone else put it in a 7-episode list, starting with the season finale of season 5.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I can get behind that.
Well, last week you guys were like, why don't we talk about more DS9? And I was like, fine. And then I had to think, what's a really good DS9 episode we could talk about? Obviously, the immediate thought is In the Pale Moonlight.
we're not there yet.
We're not there yet. No.
No.
And then I was like, Rocks and Shoals.
Hmm.
And that was a good choice.
Yeah.
Of all the episodes in that 6-episode arc, I think this one stands almost the most on its own. I suppose, like, Sons and Daughters, or whatever that episode was called, is also sort of its own thing.
Mm.
It's weird.
I'd have to rewatch them all. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Now I was trying to think about this. We took in our childhood, we took a couple trips out west, and we took some car rides on occasion. I remember we went to Las Vegas. We went to the Star Trek Experience. Did we get season 6 after going to the Experience one time?
Like on DVD?
Yeah. Because I'm trying to remember if we watched this on the way back.
We might have just brought it with us.
Could be.
I think that's what you're thinking of.
Yeah, I don't remember the timeline of buying
Neither do I.
DVDs.
I just know that they need to remaster it and put it on Blu-ray so that I can buy it again.
Would be nice.
Do it.
I do remember that it was, every year or two they would put out the next director's cut or collector's edition of the original movies,
Yeah.
but beyond that, oh.
We returned to the set that they commonly used when they went to an alien planet, the kind of desert, rocky area.
Pretty sure it's the same location as the season 5 episode, The Ship, where they captured the Dominion warship that they crashed in this
Yeah.
episode. It looks to be the same place, or at least a very
Mm.
similar location,
Yeah.
which I think is great because there's a lot of continuity in this episode.
True. Starting with?
Starting with, I think the first is when he mentions Empok Nor.
They do bring that up with Garrick and Nog.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that was kind of cool.
They mention To the Death, which me and Curtis talked about
Yes.
approximately a year ago. Not quite, but
Right.
right. Curtis remembers that. He doesn't. That's all right.
Kind of. Yeah.
And I'm sure I'm blanking on continuity on like the Kieran or East side of the episode, because when I think of this episode, I don't think of that part of this episode at all.
Oh, the starting of the new
Yes, of the Resistance,
Resistance, yeah.
whatever.
Well, that was kind of cool.
That's that's the part of this episode that actually pushes the plot forward in
Mhm.
terms of the overarching plot of this six-episode arc. Rocks and
Mhm.
Shoals is just the better part, I think.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I didn't notice, especially when I was younger, because I didn't quite understand, like what's drug withdrawal and all that stuff. But you
Oh.
can see how the Jem'Hadar, they're all like twitching because they haven't had any stuff to make them normal.
And their melting makeup makes their eyes all bloodshot, which
Yeah.
just adds
Yeah.
to the effect
It's
perfectly.
perfect. So
Yeah. Yeah.
so what happens?
In the previous episode, we had a quick last time, which catches us up on the last time
Mm-hmm.
of Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Right.
Right. They took their captured Dominion warship to a Ketracel White facility, like resupply depot, and they planted a bomb, but they weren't able to get away quite in time, and so their ship was damaged, and they weren't going to be able to get back to Federation space because their warp drive was damaged, or the Jem'Hadar equivalent of a warp drive.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. So then they're getting shot at, because I assume the Jem'Hadar put 2 and 2 together. 4.
It wasn't a test.
Yes, it was. I won A+. Ted'll
And
get that one.
We get to see the Doctor using his enhanced brain
Oh,
to
right.
calculate how long it'll take to get back to Federation space.
Oh yeah.
I forgot.
I don't know
about
if that's in the recap, but that is in the previous episode.
that is in the previous episode. Yeah, he's like, I don't remember the number. I don't.
Yeah.
I'd have to.
It was years.
Yes, it was years, give or take an hour. I love that part. So yeah, they get shot down, and so they go to a dark matter nebula to try
Yes.
and get away. And there's this
Mm.
planet, and they crash land on the planet.
It's Uncharted.
Uncharted. It's well, the nebula was uncharted.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. They crash.
Right. No view no view screens.
No view screen. No, they have the.
So they're looking at through their Google Glass or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First gen Google Glass.
Version 0.0001.
Yeah.
It's gotta be a
Yeah.
pain when you're actually dealing with 3-dimensional space fights. Gotta
Right,
like look down.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
guessing that's why like humans can't handle it as well, or they get a lot of migraines or something.
I guess,
Probably.
maybe.
Maybe. Oh.
I don't know either.
Well, I can understand the Jem'Hadar and the Vorta being used to it, just because they're genetically modified.
Yes.
So, oh,
I don't know either. Anyways, a quick intro break. Deep Space Nine credit roll, and then they're heaving and
Yes.
hoeing, getting a raft. How does a piece of metal from a Jem'Hadar ship float?
we don't ask these questions.
Okay, we don't ask the questions. All right.
We just know it's there.
All right. Jadzia Dax was injured when they were getting shot at.
Yes.
I assume because
Yeah.
Terry Farrell had something else to do. One would assume.
Maybe she was doing
Yeah,
stuff
maybe.
for, she was on, no, she wasn't on Frasier. Or was she? She was on one of the Frasier spin-offs. I don't remember.
I have no idea what you're talking about. So, anyways,
Well, Frasier is the spin-off.
What's
Cheers is the original show.
Oh, Cheers?
Yeah.
Frasier is a spin-off of Cheers.
Yeah.
I never
Yeah.
knew.
Frasier played the same character. Well, the guy who plays Frasier.
Yeah.
He played the character from like 1983 or 1984 until 2004.
That's
He was on TV playing the
insanity.
same character.
Ugh. I'd have gotten
Yeah.
bored at some point.
Maybe.
Huh? Just got to keep raising the stakes.
I'll shoot them in the air.
Okay,
That'll get them high.
there we go. But
Anyways, we're on the iconic line. I tore my pants.
yes.
Oh
Yep.
no. I don't believe it. What? I tore my pants.
Comedy.
Comedy.
Central.
Yes.
Oh no.
Network.
Oh no. That's not where we are.
Okay.
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 Alright.
So they're all laughing, heaving
And
and
then
hoeing.
I think we cut to Kira Nerys and we see a day in the life
Oh yeah.
Yep.
of the not occupation.
Right. She's all comfy in her bed, waking up, getting coffee from the Cardassians,
Mavic.
or whatever.
Yes.
Maven, right? Yeah.
Doesn't think anything's wrong. As of right now.
As of right now.
And then-
we'll be back in about 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, what is she? She's approached by Bajoran leader or something.
Vedic-gasm?
Yeah, Vedic
Yeah.
something.
Something like that.
Sure. We're going with it. Yeah, Yasm wants to hold a demonstration.
I think
Right.
Or is
they
that later?
discuss her later
Oh,
because
yeah, so
she does an interview with Jake,
yes.
and Odo.
So
Ah,
Yasm's
yeah.
just like talking to her about fighting back or something. I don't know. Maybe? I don't know.
Not
I
so
don't
much.
remember.
Not so much fighting. It was more just they want to do like a protest, or they need to take action in some form. But they didn't. But Kira's trying to talk them down, saying that there's nothing that they can really do at this time.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like I said, I remember the other part of the episode way better.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Because then we're back down on the planet, and I think this is Nog and Garrick. What are you doing? Following orders.
Yep. This is where they bring up the Empok Nor episode.
Yes. You threatened me up and you tied me up and threatened to kill me.
There were extenuating circumstances.
It happened. So you could either stand beside me or walk in front of me. I'm not turning my back on you again. There may be hope for you yet, cadet.
Uh-huh. Garrick.
Garrick. And then they get ambushed by Jem'Hadar.
I'm not sure, but I think now I'm sure. Yeah, so they get captured. They go back to the Jem'Hadars.
And we're introduced to Kivon.
Yes.
Kivon.
I think they're going to trade him for Ishka.
Hey, we're not
We're-
quite there yet.
Oh, that's forward continuity.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's later.
Later this season. The Magnificent Ferengi.
that's a great episode.
It's a fun episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin, I think, was a very good choice to create another super mischievous Vorta.
They're great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were some other Vorta that were just kind of like, you're okay. But this
And-
one,
Then there was Wayun.
then there was Wayun.
They were like, he's too good. We need to bring him back after we killed him. Oh yeah, the Vorta are clones.
Yeah.
That's
Handy.
That's how it happened.
Whatever works. So,
But yes, he's good.
earlier on in the episode, we are
Oh.
told through some exposition from some of the other Jem'Hadar that the first and the second had both died.
Yes.
So it
They
is.
died in the crash.
It's the third Umataklan.
Umataklan, yes.
So he's in charge, but he does
Still
not.
only the third.
Yeah, he's still only the third because he.
He questioned the Vorta.
Yes. He will remember. The Vorta does not forget.
The Vorta. Do not worry. I am the Vorta. I will take care of you all.
I mean,
He did take care
He
of
did
him.
take care of him, so it's not the way you were thinking.
No, I think that was the way he was thinking by the end.
Yes.
Yeah. 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 Garrick reveals that there's a doctor in their unit.
Kevon is injured.
Kevon is injured. Yes. He was injured in their crash landing.
Yep. We go back to Federation, to their cave. Cisco, Chief, Bashir,
Bashir,
Dax,
extra number 1.
and extra number 2.
I don't think extra number 2 is in this scene.
They're both there. Oh, no, extra number 2 walks in to tell them,
Whatever.
I think.
Oh, we skipped over when they set up the cave, and Garrick was like, "You're lucky, Chief. This ripped on the seam.
Ah, yes.
Unluckily, my sewing kit went down with the ship."
That's right.
That was way earlier.
It's a good line.
That's a good line.
Once again, comedy.
Comedy.
You're told also earlier on that Jadzia will be fine. She just has to lay there.
Yes, and not do much.
Yep.
Very convenient for Terry Farrell.
Yep.
I'm telling you, she had something else to do. I don't actually know if that's true, but I'm fairly confident.
What's next?
We're probably back on the station with Jake interviewing
Oh, yeah.
Odo and Kira at some point in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's asking the hard questions.
The hard questions.
Right.
You're going to
Hard-hitting.
abolish the right to protest? I'm not accusing you personally of anything. I'm just asking questions. I think this interview is
Jake.
over. Wrong
Wrong
question,
question,
Jake. Yes, this was about the time when they finally figured out what they could do with Jake Sisko.
Yep.
Took them 5 seasons.
Well,
4. In season 1, he's like the kid for Captain Sisko to look after.
was it season 4 where they had the episode when it was Jake Sisko getting old and trying to save his
The
dad?
Visitor?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Season 4 or 5. Worf was in the show at that point.
Yeah.
Or was he?
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't, so that would have been season 3.
Because in that alternate future,
The Klingons took over.
Klingons took over, and I think Jadzia and Bashir ended up together.
It's implied.
Yeah.
I don't think it's explicitly stated. Yeah, Worf shows up, and then the writers were like, yeah, Jadzia and Worf, totally.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bashir.
Darn.
The one flaw in
Bashir.
this perfect show.
Julian.
Yes.
Bashir. Julian Bashir.
That's another good episode.
Da-na-na-na-na.
Got some of that soundtrack.
It's
Nice.
great. We need to get it
Dr.
as close to
Noah.
James Bond as we can get without getting copyright.
Yep. Good thing we named our character
Bashir.
Julian Bashir.
Oh, yes. Dr. Noah.
How-
Oh, how clever.
Yep.
I think his first name was Hippocrates Noah.
Yes.
Hippocrates, yeah.
It's like, how ridiculous could
Wow.
this be? Oh, it's so pulpy. I love it. Colonel Anastasia Komononov, KGB.
Wow.
Yes. Anyways, back to
Yeah.
Rocks and Shoals. Something happens. I don't remember.
Is that when there's a disturbance on the promenade, and then Vedek, what's her face, is like, the time for something is and then she jumps.
Evil must be opposed.
Right? Yeah. I
She
couldn't
hangs herself.
remember.
She dies really quickly. That's what I noticed.
Maybe she put some space weights in her shoes.
Space weights.
Yes.
Well, the idea,
Ryan.
yeah, with like hanging nooses is when you release the people I think the force of them falling is supposed to break their neck. Or
It's
something.
supposed to.
Okay,
Yes.
I suppose.
Ryan, in the episode where Jake Sisko and Nog, they moved in together.
Yeah.
And Nog had these space weights, and you could like adjust how much weight they were.
Oh. Sorry, I forgot about the space
Anti-grav weights.
I guess I have no clue. I don't know. I just remembered that random detail from that episode that one time. It's what I do.
Man. I just remember that episode existed. I didn't remember that from the episode.
It's not a very good episode.
Yeah. 'Cause they get upset with each other when they move in.
Yeah.
It's like
It's a classic sitcom scenario.
kind of, yeah.
It's not that good. It's almost like DS9 was not a sitcom. Who knew?
Yeah. But yes, they send out a search party to try to find out where Garrick and Nog went.
They find Third Umataclan. He comes to deliver terms.
Not quite yet. They get closer to
Oh,
the cliff,
yeah.
and they're attacked. They're attacked by the Jemadar. A preemptive strike.
Preemptive strike. Oh, I see what you're doing there. Oh, Curtis, I forgot the Thrawn book.
Oh, cool.
I forgot it. It's yours. I just didn't bring it with me because I forgot.
Oh, okay. I don't care.
I slightly care. Ryan mentioned preemptive strike, which immediately made me think of Thrawn, which was his intention, I believe.
Yes.
I see.
And it's
I was thinking of this
full circle.
like an hour before we got
I
here. I was
see.
like, how do
It
I
was a
bring this up?
preemptive strike.
It was.
Of course. I was like, okay. All right. That was a route to take it, Ryan. I wasn't expecting the Thrawn reference in our Star Trek Deep Space Nine discussion. Well played. I don't remember. My whole train of thought has gone on in like 3 different directions. I'm lost.
Well,
Jemadar
the
attacking.
Jemadar, the Jemadar are suffering from withdrawal symptoms
Yes.
and stuff.
I can't take it. And they start shooting.
Yep.
Yeah. And the
You may
third.
discipline me, but only I discipline the men.
Yeah, that's a great scene.
Third Umataclan is great.
Yeah.
Too bad he dies.
Yeah. I am no longer able to shroud myself.
You are reduced to 6th. I can no longer shroud myself.
The other guy's like,
No.
nope, can't do it either.
You, lay down covering fire. Withdraw. And then, Kivon, why were my orders disobeyed?
Yes.
You can discipline me, but it will be I who disciplines the man. That is
The order of things.
Yes. Gotta love the Jemadar.
Yeah, Third Umataclan was definitely a scene stealer. It was great.
He's great. It's why I remember that part of the episode more than the Kira stuff.
Wow.
You've got such a great Jem'Hadar.
And then he dies.
And then he dies. You know, gunned down in crossfire.
Yeah.
So sad. But yes, then he is given his orders to go and negotiate.
I was ordered to give you the terms, not to negotiate.
Well, then I want to talk to someone who will negotiate. I want to speak to your first.
He is dead.
There is no first.
Oh,
I'll
that's
take it
right.
that there is no second either. I am the unit leader. Yes. And, then brings up the second bit of continuity, which was to the death. He mentions that mission. The first appearance of Wayoon.
Yep.
As well.
Right.
It was to the death. It's great.
Oh, they were tough.
They were good.
Professional.
But
But the Vorta, he was something else.
he uses his finger. But the Vorta.
Trusted by neither side. In the end, he was killed by the Jem'Hadar first. Surprised.
Such things are known to happen.
but only in units who have lost discipline. Ah, like a unit marooned on a forgotten planet.
Ah. It was a good try by Ben.
He
Yeah.
really tried.
Yeah.
He gave it his all. The prisoner exchange takes place over the land bridge.
Yep.
It looked cool.
Yeah, it did. They come over.
Doctor.
So casual.
And they get to the cave, and it's like, well, we're not going to do any negotiating yet. You need surgery.
Yes.
And all the Jem'Hadar want to see.
They've never seen what the inside of a Vorta looks like.
Yes.
How was the show? Informative.
Yeah. So then Kevon goes through his plan and everything.
Yes. That is a transmitter.
Yep.
I assume you have one of those
Those
famed Starfleet engineers who can turn
Take
rocks
into replicators.
No doubt he'll have better luck with it than a Jem'Hadar soldier suffering withdrawal.
Yep.
He only has one vial of white left.
Yeah.
One. Ugh.
Once it is gone, my hold on the Jem'Hadar is gone as well. It's like, oh, interesting.
They will become animals.
Slaughter everything and everyone.
And then each other.
And each other, yes.
Very dark. Very dark trek.
Sure.
Yeah. This is darker than Star Trek Into Darkness.
Yeah.
We should never mention that movie again.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist.
I am gone.
That's supposed to mean something? Like, they shouldn't react to that at all.
I mean, they didn't really in the scene.
No, they were like, okay.
Well, then why is he playing... Why is Khan playing it up? Like, they should know who he is.
Because that's what Benny does.
Yeah, he's trying to
know.
strike fear into their hearts.
But he would know that they wouldn't know who he is, so why do it?
So they remember. I mean, remember.
Oh, no.
Hey.
Hey.
Different Star Trek 2.
That's a very different Star Trek 2. That's a way superior Star Trek 2.
They are told the plans.
Yes.
We're back at the Starfleet cave, and they're talking about what's going to happen, and it's like, this isn't a negotiation.
It's
This
not a
is
vote.
war.
Yes. Well, they're having almost a TNG moral and ethical discussion. But
Almost.
then we remember that this is DS9 because Captain Sisko's just like, no.
Yeah.
Blow them out of the water.
This is war.
Yep.
In the choice between us and them, there is no choice. Yes.
Garrick's line was very interesting about how
Humans have rules in war. Rules that make victory a little harder to achieve, might I add.
yeah.
It's like, oh my god. He's great.
Yeah. Garrick also being a scene stealer.
Yes, Andrew Robinson. Just so good. He was so caught up in that character that he went and wrote a book about Garrick.
You've told me on several
Curtis,
occasions.
Did you know?
I think you may have mentioned that
Okay.
before.
Oh.
I'll have to read it.
Our
at some
viewers
point.
didn't know that.
Ah, yes.
Go read the Garrick book.
I don't even remember what it's called. A Stitch in Time, maybe?
Don't remember.
There's some reference to him being a tailor in the title.
Hopefully he got a new sewing kit after this adventure.
I'm pretty sure he managed it.
So they go out, they hide behind some rocks. Strategically placed
Strategically
rocks.
placed rocks, yes. How convenient.
Yeah.
And then Cisco's like, okay, I'll give this one more try.
One last
'cause-
try.
Umataclan! I want to talk!
Yes. And they talk.
Yep.
It was obvious that attacking your camp from this position was a deliberate tactical error on his part. You knew? I suspected.
Smart.
Jem'Hadar are very intelligent. They need to be. They're tacticians.
Yes. So, tries to talk him out of it.
Tries to talk him out of it and fails.
Yep.
Fails miserably. What did he say? All the wrong things.
Ooh.
Then they shoot them all.
Yep.
And then the Jem'Hadar are dead.
We have a rare Star Trek slow motion moment.
Yeah.
They're like,
And it's-
ooh."
Was it properly shot in slow-mo, or is it just film slowed down? I don't remember. I watched it
I think it was shot in slow
Okay.
motion. It looks like it is.
It's what I thought, but I watched it yesterday and I didn't remember.
There are 2 slow-mo scenes in this episode. There's that with the
Oh, when
Jem'Hadar, and
the-
also when
When Vatichasm
When
falls.
she-
Oh yeah.
That's probably, they had 2 slow-mo scenes, so they did it properly for
Yeah.
both. They set up. Very nice. Very nice.
it's kind of cool. And then Kevon comes walking.
If I'd had 2
Two-
more vials of white, you never would have stood a chance. Can't wait for him to get shot. And then
they,
bonk into a wall.
and they Frankenstein him.
Yes. Fun times. We're not there yet.
Too much fun.
Too much fun. Season 5 episode.
Yes.
Trials and Tribulations. That would also be too much fun, ironically.
Yeah.
We're not there yet.
But yeah, that's the episode.
Pretty much, yeah.
It ends with Kira saying, "Let's start the resistance," or
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
Do whatever.
Time for them to push the plot forward. Stupid plot. Taken away from the cool stuff on the planet.
Kind of sets up a few things because even Kira says that she doesn't want to fight Odo, but if she has to, she will. And then she kind of does. I don't know.
I just had a bottle of Kanar with Damar.
Aha. That rhymes. You're drunk. Of course I'm drunk. I wouldn't be sitting here associating myself with your little resistance cell if I wasn't drunk.
We were commiserating.
Who mourns for Morn?
We already talked about
We
that
already
episode.
talked about that episode, yes.
But it was a good one.
Morn.
Yeah. Thoughts?
It's a great episode.
Yeah, I'd love to see it remastered in stunning high definition.
Oh.
So would I.
So we can really see their makeup melting on their
Yes.
faces.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or see the crumbs on the rugs.
Yeah.
You can see just random like little bits of garbage in TNG and Blu-ray. It's just like, oh yeah, when it was super grainy, you just really couldn't tell what was there, and now it's like, oh okay, and there's crumbs and stuff, and it's just like, okay.
I'd really love to see, be able to see the split in the Chief's pants.
In 4K.
Yep. Like, oh yeah, look, it is really ripped.
It's really ripped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Don't tear your pants when you're on an alien planet that you crash landed on. It's never a good
They-
thing.
No.
They'd probably need to, I don't know, the ship sinking into the water behind them. It's
that
a
would-
little hokey looking.
Yeah. It would need to be redone. But for the time, it looked great.
Eh.
Yeah.
Eh. This was post. This was after they basically stopped using models, so that was probably just a CG element, anyways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just re-render it.
Or make a new one.
Or that.
Because I think like the last big hoorah for models was First Contact and The Way of the Warrior. were like the two last big hurrahs for Star Trek model work.
Mm-hmm.
It's the big Klingon battle at the end of The Way of the Warrior, and then Star Trek First Contact.
Wait, you're telling me Discovery doesn't use models?
No, they're not as cool as The Mandalorian.
Hmm.
Good job, Mando. They have 2 models in Mandalorian. That's 2 more than I ever thought they'd make. It's incredible. Incredible job.
Yeah.
Was Quark in this episode?
No.
No.
No Quark. No Worf.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
No.
Weird.
No Wayun.
Well, Wayne. But Wayne's a glorified
Yeah.
extra.
There was no Damar. His name is dropped, and there was no Gul Dukat.
No Dukat, which is interesting,
Yeah.
considering he's captain of the station. Well,
They're probably they're using this episode to save money for their next ones, where they're in it a lot.
and
be.
used $8 billion on their giant space battle.
Uh-huh. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's why they went out into the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
It's cheap. Ba, 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 ba.
Maybe they'll release a director's cut of that episode. What is it? Sacrifice of Angels or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Where they just expanded battle scene.
Yeah.
It lasts 9 hours.
Yes.
It's a Lord of the Rings movie.
More Klingons.
More Klingons. It's interesting because they did, for the documentary, DS9 documentary, they did remaster part of that battle. But they
Right,
cut
I
out the
remember.
part where Worf shows up
Ah.
in the remaster. It's weird because I watched it and I'm like, all right, now Worf shows up. But the Klingons just show up. It's the Klingons, sir. It's like they cut out the bit where Worf talks to them. It was
Oh.
weird.
It is weird.
I assume they deemed it unnecessary for pacing reasons. Because you want to see the cool space battle, not talk to Worf on the view screen. One would assume.
Maybe.
Dun 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 dun.
Ba, ba, da, ba.
Yep. Imagine if that's the end of season 2 of Picard.
They go to
He
DS9?
goes into the wormhole and he has a vision with the bass note pumping in the background. And then it's Ben, and
the
that's
fake
the
heartbeat thing?
huh?
It was like a heartbeat effect, if I recall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Maybe.
think. I want Picard to stay as far away from Deep Space Nine as possible. To save it.
The Cisco is
Belligerent. Adversarial.
adversarial.
You're
Aggressive.
damn right.
You're damn right I'm adversarial. Captain Benjamin Lafayette Cisco.
Hey, he's from New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Yep.
He's a cook from
Yeah.
New Orleans.
Maybe
Maybe.
Worf will come to Picard and ask him for an adventure to save his other favorite captain.
Somehow I doubt it.
And then they'll change the name in the title to Worf.
Oh.
Oh no.
I would kind of like to hear the future adventures of Worf.
It would have been a better show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Captain Worf. I'd watch that.
Ambassador Worf.
Ah.
All right.
Slaying those who don't wish to have diplomatic relations with the Klingon Empire.
You would
Final-
refuse diplomatic relations. This is an act of aggression against my honor. Whack.
Finally,
I just
an
heard
ambassador I could go tog hunting with.
Yeah. We didn't get any more Martok. It's just too bad.
Yeah.
Martok. General Martok. Martok.
Gowron.
He's dead.
He's got giant eyes.
I've seen the giant eyes were basically what made the character interesting at when they were first filming. They were like, do the eye thing. I've seen an interview with the guy who played Gowron, and they were like, they told him to do the eye thing again after a take or something. So it was like,
But yeah, it was a good episode.
it's good. Next week we talk about Star Trek Generations.
It's like I have a hard time with that movie because it's not like it's awful. It's not great.
Yeah.
No, Jordy, I have not.
Yeah.
Have you?
No,
I'm not. Mr. Tricorder, I cannot help
Yeah.
myself.
I think something is wrong. Yeah. I just wish they would have paid a little closer attention to the emotion chip continuity. It changes shape and size, and
Yeah.
don't know what they were thinking.
I don't know what they were thinking either.
Look like a couple like AAA batteries kind of super glued together.
Some duct tape.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is it. I hate this. It is revolting. More, please.
Please.
Please. Yeah.
I believe when I first finished Battlestar Galactica, that was my reaction to the end that I sent to Liam Bennett. Oh, yes! I hate this! It is revolting! More? Please.
Please. Have you guys seen Blade Runner 2049?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I picked it up for like $7 or something from Barnes and Noble, so
It's
I gotta watch it.
okay.
Okay. Well, it won cinematography, I think, the Oscar or something. So
I can understand that.
I
It
can
does
understand that.
does look cool.
yeah.
In terms of an actual cool cyberpunk sci-fi story, watch the original Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just rewatched that, so
It's really good.
it's pretty good. It's kind of strange.
It's strange. It
Yeah.
gets better the more time you watch it. The more
I
times you watch
guess.
it.
Yeah.
They did a really good job recreating the what's her name? The actress who was the original replicant,
Oh yeah.
what's her name?
I don't remember what her name was, but in 2049, Curtis, they recreate her for a scene.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
They did a
Oh,
pretty good
cool.
job with that.
They spent $18 quadrillion and made it look really good.
Yeah.
Solid.
Did you ever hear there's a theory that the Blade Runner universe might exist in the same universe as the Alien universe?
I've heard that theory, yes.
So,
I have a theory. I thought you might. An anti-graviton burst, something.
Huh?
That's Generations.
Oh.
Anti-proton burst.
Oh, right at the beginning.
Yeah.
With the three schmucks they could rustle together from the original crew.
yep.
Leonard Nimoy was
Leonard
like,
Nimoy
"I'm not-
said no.
I'm done.
Yeah.
We've done this final movie thing like 3 times already."
And he really liked 6, so, he was out. George Takei was like, I don't like working with William Shatner anyways, so I'm out.
Yeah.
It's too bad. Spock would have bridged the gap great.
Because he could have been in both times.
Yeah.
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 It's too bad.
It is too
That
bad.
is unfortunate. And plus, he was in with the Romulans. It could have just...
It could have been something cool.
Yeah.
Or they could have brought him back for Nemesis because he was,
No.
Romulans.
Why?
They
Why
coulda-
would you
they
attach
coulda
his name to
fixed-
that movie?
They could have fixed Nemesis.
They could have fixed. They could have fixed a lot of things, Curtis. They didn't. They haven't
They can
fixed
still
Discovery.
put the evil rock people in Star Trek 5.
It would have saved the movie.
There
I
was
mean,
some.
it would have been interesting.
I saw some. I don't know if it was a commercial for a game or some. Or no, I was just thinking you could have taken the rock dude from the Guardians of the Galaxy or whatever, or the Thor Ragnarok or whatever.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
that he kind of looks
The New
like
Zealand rock people.
Yeah, you could just
I forget
replicate
what his name is.
that model.
Hey,
and,
my name is Korg.
Oh yeah, that's it.
yeah.
Bye, new Doug.
This is my friend Meek. He's got knives for hands.
That guy.
Oh. It's a great movie to think back on. The more you watch it, the less funny it is.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Thor Ragnarok?
Yes.
Hmm.
Repeat
know.
viewings don't help the movie.
I can watch it on occasion.
On occasion, right? But if you
Yeah.
go back and rewatch it a lot, it loses something because it is a comedy.
Hmm.
That was
Whereas-
a good rock paper scissors joke.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Curtis, did you see an important game announcement from a Bethesda Game Studios involving a certain Lucasfilm property?
What, the return of the Lucasfilm games, Lucasfilm
No.
whatever?
No. A Bethesda Studios game studio will be making a game involving a certain Jones of Indiana.
Oh, I did see that. Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Ba ba da ba 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 da.
That'd be cool.
They just
I
showed
wonder if
that
they're
in the
bringing
web.
back Shia LaBeouf.
No.
Yes. Shia.
I won't buy it unless they put Shia LaBeouf in there.
Well, then I guess you're not buying it.
I did see the news about EA no longer holds.
Yes, they're losing their exclusivity, Star Wars exclusivity deal,
Yeah.
which is really good
Mm-hmm.
for everything that is a Star Wars game.
And then somebody's developing an open world.
Yes,
Star Wars
Ubisoft,
game?
which I'm so torn because Ubisoft is just not the company they once were.
No, not anymore.
I assume it'll be decent enough. They make decent enough games that people will keep buying them at this point, but it's all kind of the same.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Gotcha.
We'll see. I mean, Origins, Valhalla, and Odyssey are basically the same game.
I haven't played any of them.
Okay.
I
From
know
what
I have Origins. I
Yes.
still need to play it.
If only you had an Oh, wait, you do.
Yep. I don't know. I got through Assassin's Creed 3 and that was it.
I would say play 4. Black Flag is fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good pirate game, not a very good Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah.
You're on the Caribbean, you've got a ship, you shoot people. This was before the time of revolvers, so you just hold more pistols.
Yes.
You've got 4 of them. Bang, 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 bang.
Oh.
And then you have to reload. Oh, darn.
Yikes.
Just give me like 10 minutes.
Let me clean the barrel out.
Pretty much. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Oh my.
Oh, my. What else has happened? I can't think of anything. Might be it.
Finally, did
Tell
I
me
tell
where
you
your
guys,
boss is.
I had pre-ordered a Devin Townsend DVD in like late September, early October. And it was supposed to get shipped end of October, I think. Didn't show up. I went on the website the website said you can't submit any questions or requests for your item until December. So I waited until December, submitted my question or request at wondering where it was. They didn't have any shipping information, so they said it must have gotten lost in the mail. We'll send you a refund. I said, oh, okay. So I reordered it through a different company, and it showed up maybe a week or two ago. And then a couple days later, the original one showed up. So now I have two.
There you go.
That's basically what happened with me in the Thrawn book.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
So now I have two. So I'm giving one to Curtis.
Alrighty. You could do an exchange.
No.
No?
Yeah, so I'm going to give the one copy to Joe, because it was
He'd
Joe's
enjoy it.
birthday, and I forgot to do anything. So
Let's hope Joe doesn't watch this episode.
yeah, he already knows. So
Oh, okay.
his birthday came and passed. So
It's all ogre.
yep.
Haha.
Yeah.
Something was in my mind, and now it's gone again.
It's an interesting concert. Devin puts on like a hula skirt at the end,
Oh.
and he's being like, "Ooh."
Intriguing.
Well, Devin is a showman.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
I'll just kind of do whatever.
It's true. I'm trying to remember still.
You guys seen the fan art of the Baby Yoda Mandalorian armor?
Yeah.
The ears.
I've seen it at some point.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that'll happen someday. I'm wondering what they're going to do next with The Mandalorian.
The way this is.
Yep.
What they do next is he goes with Bo Kara Thrace and they retake Mandalore.
That'll probably be it. And there'll be
I can't
some
wait.
drama.
Yes.
And then the Mandalorians can get wrestled together to fight Thrawn.
Yes.
Ooh. And then they'll announce a new Disney Plus show. Thrawn.
Give it to me.
Maybe they'll just call it Heir to the Empire.
Ah.
I mean, rumors have been flying for the past year that they're going to rewrite the sequel trilogy into an alternate timeline using that Veil of the Force thing.
Yes.
So that show.
Yeah.
That show. Ugh.
Give in to your anger.
See.
Ugh. If
Yeah,
that,
the only unfortunate part is that, they can't do anything new and improved with Carrie Fisher.
that's true. Of course,
Too bad.
you'd have to pull hair and teeth to get Harrison Ford back again anyways. So
Again, yeah.
Well, I don't know if
think
you'd have
that
to pull hair and teeth. You just have to, how many zeros do we put on this check for you?
Right, but
Oh.
at this point, with Disney hemorrhaging money, can they afford to do that?
Right. Have you guys ever seen the American Film Institute's Lifetime Achievement Award ceremony for John Williams?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think I
okay.
have.
It's on YouTube, and it's Harrison Ford is by far the funniest part because they announce him. They're like, and now Harrison Ford, and I think they start playing the Raiders of the Lost Ark kind of theme, and he gets up there and he's like, everywhere I go, I'm followed by that damn music. And then he's like, just the other day, I went in for a colonoscopy, and they were playing it.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was great.
That's pretty good.
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford. What a shaggy old guy.
Yeah.
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 Scruffy
Yeah,
looking.
I'll have to watch Blade Runner 2049 to see how he developed as a character or whatever.
Or whatever is a more apt description.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they
yeah.
go off-world at all in 2049?
No, they
No.
stay on Earth.
Yeah.
But they
So
explore.
They kept talking about it.
They explore a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen things.
Yes. Exactly. I want to see these things.
Yeah.
Like tears in the rain.
Yep.
That reference was spoken in Community by who?
Wasn't Abed?
No.
Was it Troy?
No.
Was it Shirley?
No. It was in the final season.
Was it Britta?
No. He's just going down the list at this point.
Jeff?
No.
Was it the Dean?
No. It was not one of the main characters. I probably should have specified.
Chang?
Starburns?
No. No. Double no.
What's his name?
What's his name?
Not Fat Neil.
No.
Is it the professor they tie up
No.
for Christmas? Who's also Soren?
Yeah, Soren.
More connections to generations.
Yeah.
It's not
I
the
have no
professor
idea.
who knew who the boss was?
No.
Or didn't know who the boss was?
No. It was Leonard.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, in one of the last episodes, they have this... The roof collapses and all the frisbees come down, and he picks up the frisbee because they had the flashback scene with him throwing one of the frisbee, like the first frisbee up.
Yeah.
Yes, so it crumbles in his hand, and then he goes like tears in the rain.
Oh, man.
It's pretty good.
Dan Harmon.
Dan Harmon, a genius. Wile E. Coyote,
Super genius.
or as he was originally introduced, Genius. He did not have the super moniker to begin with. Now you know.
Yeah.
Useless facts with Noah. We could have a whole separate show.
Yeah.
Yeah. We shouldn't.
So next week, are we going to review 2049?
I don't want to
Compare
rewatch
and
that
contrast the first with the sequel?
movie. I don't want to rewatch 2049.
Just talk about the final cut.
From Coheed and Cambria?
Now that's the version I have on Blu-ray. I
have
I
like
don't-
the 25th anniversary or the 30th anniversary. You got it for me. Maybe it's the 35th. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But it's got like all the versions.
Oh yeah, this was the $4.99 DVD. It was either I could get the $4.99 and spend like $12 total on the pair, or it was a cheap ripoff. They had a dual feature Blu-ray set that was $20, but you didn't get any of the bonus features. So
I've
I
got
was
everything.
smart,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah, I've got everything. So
I did watch that Voyager episode that we talked about last week, the one where the Doctor's 800 or 700 years in the future.
Oh, that episode, yeah.
Yeah, I watched
It's
it
a good
after.
episode.
Yeah, it is. That's a very good one.
You get to see Janeway in her natural habitat as a dictator.
Yeah. It's very good.
I don't even know if I've ever seen that one.
Living Witness is the name of the episode.
Yeah.
Season 4?
It's the end of season 4, one of the last episodes, episode 23
Something
maybe.
like that. Yeah.
So,
This is not the episode where he gets his mobile emitter.
No,
no.
that's a two-parter. That's where they go back to Earth through the time portal.
Was that the end of
With Sarah
season
Silverman.
3 going into season 4? No, or was it
That was
or was that
mid-season
mid-season?
3.
Yeah, mid-season
Yeah.
3.
is that one.
Sarah Silverman.
Sarah Silverman. Yeah.
That's strange.
It's strange. It's weird.
But-
Tom Paris,
Yeah,
history buff, is not able to bluff his way past Sarah Silverman.
No.
I have not watched a whole lot of Voyager. I'm discovering.
That's for the best. Sorry, Mother.
We could watch Workforce, Part 1 and 2.
Part 1 and 2. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
I don't know.
Maybe we should talk about an Enterprise episode. A couple
Mm.
good ones in there.
We talked about Twilight already.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Maybe
And
we
Intermere
should
Darkly.
switch to a different show.
A different show, you say? Perhaps Firefly?
Like, I was
Hey.
thinking Lost.
No.
Ah.
I do not support J.J. Abrams in any of his endeavors.
I think you'd enjoy it.
I think I'll never know.
That's too bad.
It is. Or maybe it's not. I don't know.
Hmm.
Like and subscribe.
An outro. God.